Yeah, I was talking to my neighbor yesterday along with my nephew and sister, actually two sisters and my brother-in-law who were all there. And he said that he had either a mountain lion or bobcat or something and killed one of his cats. Said he thinks it was last year sometime, I think. And he'd also had several times with bears coming onto his property. So I thought if I'm going to be traveling to the property a significant amount of the time here, that I would go ahead and just carry my gun and my hunting knife. You know, if I needed that, I got a pretty big hunting knife. But you know, I think the likelihood of ever being attacked by any of them is probably pretty low. They usually avoid run-ins with people, but you know, my philosophy is always it's better safe than sorry. And the worst thing that could happen is you're out there and you do get confronted by one of these animals, which you know has happened every now and then, and that you're unarmed. It's, you know, to me it's better safe than sorry. I don't want to have to shoot any of the local wildlife if I don't have to, but I'd rather also not be face to face with them and be unarmed. So anyway, so that's why today I'm carrying my 9mm. You know, like I said, just to be better safe than sorry. And you know, hopefully I'll never have to use it or anything, but it's just one of the things. We live out on a big property like this, and you got a lot of wildlife. You know, you just have to take precautions. It is a really nice day out here today. It's all sunny again. I thought we were only going to get one sunny day on Saturday. At least that's what the weather forecast said about 3 or 4 days ago. But it looks like today is a really nice day as well. It's kind of nice being out here. You almost feel like you're, you know, hiking in the mountains or at a local park or something like that. So it's nice to be in a spot like this. We have a new Husqvarna riding mower, and I was out here about 3 or 4 hours yesterday mowing all of this. There were a bunch of dandelions popping up everywhere. The grass wasn't terribly long, but it looks a lot better out here today. It's funny, I bought some throwing knives a while back, and now I finally have a chance to use them. And you know, I didn't think it'd be all that hard. I thought, how hard could it be? I swear I threw, I don't know, maybe about 30 or 40 times, different distances, trying to get everything just right. And it was hard to get anything to stick. It's like you assume things, so you look at it, it looks easy, you think, this ain't gonna be any big deal. And then actually it's a lot harder than you think, but you know, it'll give me some stuff to do out here on the property too, to, you know, practice stuff like that. Maybe I'll make a video once I'm halfway proficient at it. I bought a like Western type cowboy hat and what they used to call a slicker, or you know, one of these long overcoats you have when you like ride the range in Montana or you know, some other area like that where you get it gets wet and stuff, because the big overcoat is waterproof and leather and everything. Looks something like you'd see in like a cowboy movie or something. So anyway, I was trying it on today, trying everything on for the first time. Took a little video of it, and yeah, I look like a cowboy or something. And one of my friends, I'm not going to say who, said I look like the Quaker Oats guy. So, you know, hopefully. One other thing I wanted to address is, my wife and I were talking about this, the different types of channels there are out there. You have like a survival channel, you know, with, you know, people prep and stuff like that. And then you have political channels with people, you know, talking politics one way or another. Or, you know, on religion, there'll be different channels, yeah, talking about what they believe or whatever. And I do have my own opinions and beliefs on all these things, but my intention on developing this channel was really more of just something fun to do and something that has, you know, a record of me and some of the things that I've experienced and some of my travels and stuff like that. A lot of that's for my friends and family and stuff, so I'm not really here to add my 2 cents in with everybody else. Most of the channels that I've checked out on YouTube, a lot of the people that are big on YouTube and are well known for various channels, I feel like they contribute a lot more than I could, and I don't really, I follow a little bit of everything, but I wouldn't call myself an expert on any one thing, really. Most of my background is in management and finance and stuff like that, and so they do have channels that do that stuff, but like I said, there's so many people out there doing that stuff. I'm not interested in just being one of the other voices out there throwing in my 2 cents and then getting in debates with people or things like that. It's just not where my headspace is at. I'm in my 60s now. Really, I'm mostly concerned with taking care of my family and looking out for them and preparing in case things do get really bad, because I see a lot of bad signs in the economy that things could get a lot worse. So I do try to be prepared with all that stuff. I just follow some of the various communities out there, but I'm not really into, you know, making my channel about that sort of thing. I'm really just trying to prepare for the time when my wife gets here, and we can spend a lot of time together. I'll still probably work a little bit part-time, even though technically I don't have to. I like staying busy, and then I'll be busy on the property. We want to get some chickens and maybe goats and stuff like that, so I'm sure I can contribute to my experiences with that. I'm not really going to be like a homesteader channel or anything, but you know, I'll put my 2 cents worth in with how it is having all those things and what it's like experiencing getting them, and you know, dealing with the things you have to deal with when you do something new like that. I'll probably watch some channels on the best way to go about it as well. My neighbor has what looks like a pit bull. I'm not sure which variety of pit bull it is, but that's what it looks like to me. But he's real friendly, real excited, jumping around, and you know, always happy to see a new face. I'm sure it's very useful though to have a dog out here on the property where you have so much wildlife, and you gotta, you know, especially if I'm gonna have goats and chickens and things like that, I'll probably have to get a dog myself and, you know, put security cameras up, stuff like that, because, you know, of course, when you get predators, either, you know, hawks or eagles or bears or cougars, mountain lions, bobcats, whatever, you're gonna have some of them, I'm sure, trying to get at livestock. So, you know, I'll have to make sure I'm prepared for that, have a nice big dog for that. I'd like to get a cat. I like cats too, but I don't know, because after the neighbor was talking about his cat getting eaten by a bobcat or a mountain lion, it's kind of poured a little bit of cold water on that idea. I don't really want to come out one day and find my cat half eaten somewhere. Here's an old Pontiac that's on the property here. Like I said, my nephew's looking for the titles to all these cars, and he'll look at, you know, what he wants to sell and stuff like that, because I'm sure some of these cars are worth some money, and you know, he's not really a person to collect cars and fix them up or things like that. That was more his uncle. the one that passed away. That was more his thing. But anyway, that's one of the views. There's a Bonneville. I'm not sure what year that is. It's like 60 something, maybe mid to late 60s. I'm not really an expert on cars. There's a Grand Prix from the 60s. I really like the muscle car look, and it'd be nice to have one of those cars. Everything goes Mad Max and falls apart someday. Always like those souped up muscle cars. They were pretty cool. That one needs quite a bit of work. It's got a little sticker there that says Free Ballard. Ballard is a city in northern Seattle. I wasn't aware that it was imprisoned, or, you know, I don't know what that sign is. Probably some political thing, or who knows. But I just thought that was funny, because Ballard's kind of a place where you have a bunch of old retired people living and stuff like that. Well, it's getting kind of late. I wasn't going to do a long video out here or anything. I just felt like there are some other things I hadn't really covered about the property yet. So I'll probably be trying to incorporate my wife into a near future video. I would like to talk more about the issues with trying to get people here. So I'll probably be doing that maybe on my next video. So as the sun's getting ready to set, I'd like to thank you for joining me here again on Adventures of Big A and Kathy. And I hope that you will like, subscribe, and share my video, as well as give me any comments, especially on my views about having different channels and deciding not to go that route, or some of the collectible cars and things like that. So anything anybody wants to say, be well appreciated. Anyway, thanks, and join me again at Adventures of Big A and Kathy.